turned off our freezer and we're taking out the ice. It's empty for once. We actually emptied this freezer from crossing provisioning food. So now it's time to figure out what's going on. If you recall, in St. Lucia, we lost all our food when we went back to Canada for Andrew's mom's funeral. Everything shut off. All the meat in this freezer defrosted and it was rancid.
That was St. Croix.
Oh yeah, sorry, St. Croix. That's right. So now we're going to take the freezer out and take a look. We haven't done anything yet because we needed food. And we're going to take it out and clean up behind it.
It rained very hard last night, and have a look at this. That's underneath the solar panels where most of the water runs off, and that's still what we got in there.
Yeah, see, under the solar panels. I'm going for a ride now. We have to drain this out. The PFD is floating.
I'm going to take the dinghy out and let the water drain out as I zoom around.
How do you do that?
I take the plug out the back and the water runs out as I'm moving, but I got to be moving fast enough so that the hole is above the water.
Okay, look at all the garbage in the water this morning.
The water's fairly clear.
Time to get my bike out of my locker. A little more to do when you're going cycling on a boat. Takes a little bit more time. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And Andrew's bike, it sits here because of our swim ladder. Mine, we have to wait. And we'll go for a ride. We'll just let this freezer dry out and then pop it out. If you look down here, in this corner, it's been dripping again and the wood is going black. That's what's happening with our fridge too. I don't know why Lagoon puts in these crappy appliances. So we're gonna have to check out what's going on here. This is our fridge. I have to keep a paper towel under here because it drips, and if you see the markings, that's where it leaks. And I think it's because of the stupid type of freezer. It gets little driplets there from the freezer and then they melt when they hit the fridge and drip down. So we've ordered a new fridge.
Time to pull out the freezer and see what kind of a mess I've got to deal with.
There's the goop. Wash that out.
I'm going to take off the cabinet face door because it's attached to the freezer door, and I think the cabinet face door is holding the freezer door open a little bit, which is causing our problems and consternations. And I think also that's the same problem with our refrigerator.
The outside wood door is now off for the freezer. And we washed it up as best we can in here. As you can see, the black is moisture damage. And I've put a little bit of grapefruit essence in there. That'll help with any kind of smell, a little bit of natural disinfecting. This is the back of the freezer. Lots of rust on it. We're just going to wait till the floor dries up a bit. We've turned on the freezer and then we'll put it back in. Now we'll experiment to see if the freezer the magnet in the freezer door will keep it closed in the high seas. And freezer's going back in. Say good morning. It is haul out number 2 happening this morning. And we have friends coming aboard to help us this time since there's very little space between our boat and the concrete wall. And that means everybody at one corner helping us so our boat doesn't smash against the walls going in. because we have some wind today and it might be a little bit dangerous and difficult to squeeze us into the haul out. So welcome aboard and come join us once again. And here is our day. Kind of wet, windy. We were hoping for a calm day. Wind coming from the east.
Hi to everybody.
Now. Hi, here's
Can you
Patsy.
move this?
Patsy's helping us at one of our corners this morning. Thank you, Patsy.
Thank you very much.
I hope this stops before we have to proceed to the marina. Here comes the next group. Oh, Roman is so wet. It just finished pouring out.
Okay, well, we'll get out on
Welcome.
this side.
There's Roman. Morning, Roman.
Morning.
And Sarah's here. There's Sarah. Morning, Sarah.
Morning.
You all know
Morning.
Sarah. Oh, look at that. Time to haul anchor and scrub the line again, the chain. Today, Roman's taking Thorsten's job at scrubbing our chain.
Where I grew up, you had a 30-foot boat in the marina in our yacht club. That was a huge boat.
Yeah.
And here she comes. Whew, glad we had the help this time. Wow. That is, it would be really interesting to have it filmed so you guys could see and how stressful it is and how close we are to the walls. You have 5 people running around and Bob on the land pushing the boat away from the wall and whoo! Thank you! Labrissa's crew! Nope, back out, didn't quite fit. A little bit of readjustment. Okay, they could not get into this spot, so they're moving us over 1. They could not get the turning radius. Alright, WaveRiders, new home. Time for blocks. This is a new video, everybody. Yes, we are once again hauled out because we hit a submerged log on our way to the Perlas. So much for that holiday. So they put the straps on top of our sensors. They're forward about 40-50 centimeters from where the straps were before, and that went right on top of our underwater sensor, so they may have crushed them. So there's the little black mark right here where the straps are supposed to go. I even told them when I was on the boat and when they were placing the straps that the straps go on this strap marker, and it did not end up on the strap marker. So now it's gone down on top of our sensors under here, and the sensors should have been in between these straps. Unbelievable how many barnacles are on here in 1 month since our last haul out. Where Andrew painted on top of the copper coat last time with just our normal black hull paint, no barnacles grew. Not one. Interesting, but it's all over the copper. Prop speed seems to be doing its job. There's no barnacles on here. Okay, here it comes. Are our sensors crushed or not? Let's go see. More strap marks. Andrew's asking them to polish it off this time. And this is the starboard side strap marks. Look at this mess. This is now how we will get on and off the boat. Well, at least it's just below my bike locker, so I could just lift my bike onto this platform and hand it down. I hope I can get out for a bike ride later today. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving, everybody back home. It'll be a week past when you see this video, but happy Thanksgiving. And there's the rudder crack. It might not have really gone through all the way.
Here's the crack starting to be repaired. They have started to grind the crack out of there. You can see the gel coat and the copper coat. I can still see a little bit of a crack, but I don't think it went all the way through, so we should be pretty good.
They're cleaning the black marks off of our hulls now. They're hauling up the straps because we complained about the marks on our boat. They're going to do something, or they're doing something to the straps, but this boat here beside us is kind of stopping us from seeing what's going on.
Here's the first layer of fiberglass put on there. Put some matting on, so that should certainly reinforce the leading edge. Here's the other side. Doesn't look like the light's so good on that one. Here's the first shot of repair. A little bit of mat put in there, some glass, and it's just going to be some fairing and paint. There we go. Helico, he fixed our bow. Getting the Bondo in there, the filler, to make it look nice and smooth.
Now the priming is happening. Looks like they primed even on top of the copper coat. We have no copper here in Panama, so we don't get any copper back on this rudder. We're splashing down today, day 1. After 24 hours, we're splashing down between 2 and 3 p.m. and we came in here about 10 a.m. yesterday. So quick turnaround. They have 3 coats on now, and we should be splashing down in an hour and a half, around that area. We have Sarah and Roman going to help us on the boat. Hello everybody, it's Tuesday and we're within an hour from splashing down WaveRiders again. 24 hours here on the dock, everything is done. I went for my bike ride this morning, came back and polished the whole port side of the boat so it's squeaky clean and polished, and I sure hope they don't get any more black rubber marks from the slings when they put us in. We're gonna have the marina manager come and take a look and tell her this is how we want it to look when we splash down. And after that, I made for a big sticky fender that we showed you last time that we tried to drag in the water to clean. I made a cover for it. I did a really lousy job, so I'm going to have to redo it, I think. But for now, it won't leave any sticky marks on the side of the boat. I'll show you it over here. And of course, a storm's coming as we're getting ready to splash down now. There's my lousy fall cover, but at least it will protect the boat. And here's the storm that's coming now. Looks like rain. Just hope it holds off so we can get into the anchorage. There's Andrew. He just had his shower. We're just showered up and I'm doing the last wash.
I can have a long shower if it's got lots of water.
Yeah, we're not going to fill up because the water is disgusting. It tastes like hose. I want to get rid of this water.